Welcome to your new CRM. Now, everything in here is a software as a service, or a SaaS as they call it. And with a SaaS, it's basically fully customizable to your business's brand. So in that spirit, what's available in here is lead tracking and management, all the way from the opt-ins where your funnels generate leads all the way to closing them so they become clients. You can manage your projects in here and your tasks. You can integrate your credit card processor on here, create invoices, proposals, contracts, invoices, everything, and even run reports for your business. So with all that, let's go ahead and take a look at your dashboard. All these are clickable: total clients, total leads, total projects, unpaid invoices, completed tasks, hours logged, and pending tasks. Let's say you want to click on total leads. You could do that. That will bring you into the lead section. We'll come back to that in just a second. Come back to the dashboard. One of the first things you want to do when you first set this up is come right into here where this blue arrow is. If you click on this, or if you click on settings, it will bring you to this screen. We do recommend coming in here and verifying all this information is correct. It should be pre-populated based on your account details. If it's not correct, please adjust it. And then also pick the right settings for you, the right currency, time zones, dates, and time formats. You can toggle the dashboard clock here on the main dashboard. There's a little clock in the upper right hand corner. Come into your profile settings. If you want to change your profile image, you can do that here, as well as change anything else you see. Your notification settings, all these toggles that are turned on, when these happen, you'll get an email. If you come into the Slack settings, if you have a Slack channel you want to integrate with this, you can. Just put the webhook here. If you're not familiar with what Slack is, don't worry about it for now. Same thing though, once you put your Slack webhook in here, turn on the appropriate switches that you want to be notified by, and then your push notifications. Your push notifications will end up in your notifications down here at the blue, on this little blue bell down here. All right, so you got your email settings, Slack, and push. You can change your theme in here. Feel free to go in here and change colors around. Your payment credentials here. This is so you can process payments. At this moment, we have PayPal, Stripe, Razorpay, Paystack, Molly, Authorize.net, and PayFast. These are all the credit card processors you can hook up to here. Each one has a little bit different information you need to input based on the processor that you use. So just do that and then hit save on any of them. If you want to create an offline payment method, you can do that right here. In your finance settings, you can customize your invoice that you're going to send out to clients. You want to pick this one, this one, this one, or this one, whichever one you like the best. And all of this is configurable as well. If you want to add custom fields, you can do that here. I'll show you an example of that in just a minute. Under the module settings, if you want to disable any of these because you're not going to use them, feel free. Like if you don't have your own products or you don't want to create events, you can just kind of turn those off. This automatically saves. And your client module settings, same deal. If you want to disable any of these because you're not going to use them, feel free. In your lead settings, if you want to add a new lead source, just type that here, then hit save. And you'll see that it shows up at the bottom right there. Lead status, same thing. If you want to change or add a lead status, just do that here. And lead agent. You can do that here. Every lead that gets put into your system, whether you manually put it in or it comes in through your funnels, is going to drop in right here. You can see all the information associated with the lead. If you want to take an action, like look at the lead, edit it, delete it, change it to a client because they closed, you can do that. It'll move them over to the client section, or you can add follow-up to that. But if you click on add new lead, you'll be able to do that manually in here instead of the automatic ones that drop in from your funnels. If you click on Kanban board, this is where you can track your sales. So every time a lead comes in, it's going to drop right into this second column, which is pending. I have made, with this add column feature here, a whole new column here for, say, someone I meet on the street that doesn't come through one of my funnels, but I want to put them into my business to follow up with. Now, just to be clear, I created this new column as a buffer before my pending. When you first log in, your pending column is going to be over here because I said when your leads drop in, they're going to go into the second column, which is pending. But when you first start, your pending column is actually going to be over here. So if you do it like I did and create a new column, it will look more like this, and then all your new leads will drop into pending. This John Smith is a manual entry, which is why it says manual entry. If you want to edit this, all you have to do is do this and click edit. You can change the name of it and what position you want. Position number 1 is all the way to the left. 2, 3, and 4. You can add 5 and 6 if you want to. You can do whatever you need for your business, whatever your business actually calls for. If you want to filter the results, you can click here. And if you click on Table View, it brings you back to here where all your leads drop in. But on the Kanban board, you can move these as you need to. Let's say this one's pending, but it turns into a converted lead. You can do that. Boom. You want to take your manual lead and put it into pending, you can. The clients area, if you want to manually add a new client, you can, right there. In any of these areas inside the business management suite, if you want to export your list, you can do that here in a spreadsheet format. In the work area, you can create contracts. Create a contract here. If you want to create a project, so you can see total projects, overdue, projects not started, projects canceled, projects in progress, and finished projects. You can pin a project here to the top. You can view the archive and create a project template here. If you want to add a new project, you just click here. Pin a task, create a new task, create a task label, a task request. On your task board, you can see what's completed or incompleted. If you want to add columns, just like the Kanban board in the leads area, you can do that. You can go onto the task calendar and create a task here and just put a date on it. In the finance area, you can send out estimates. Create an estimate here. If that estimate turns into something you want to send out an invoice for so it can get paid, you can do that here. And if you want to create a recurring invoice that just goes out every month, every 2 weeks to your new clients, you can do that as well, which is the same button as recurring invoice here. You want to click on payments. You can add a new payment here for one of your clients. Fill in the appropriate information, pick the right processor, and then hit save. And then you can add credit notes as well. Under products, you can add your own products in here and track them. You can create events on the calendar. Add an event here. You can toggle between month view, weekly view, day, and list view. Now under your business reports, you can run a report for tasks. You can run a finance report for your business. Earnings bar chart will show up here. And an income versus expense report. Every business needs to track their expenses, so this is an amazing feature that's included for you. If you come back to leads and you click on each individual lead, it gives you a little bit more to play with. You can start to see the profile information of the lead. The MOF list data is where all the information captured from every form that you create ends up, whether it's a standalone form or a form you embed into one of your landing pages, websites, or opt-in funnels. MOF logs shows you email activity of when they opt in and they get sent the first opt-in email. It shows you when it was sent, if they've clicked on it, whether they've double opted in as well. Proposal, you can add a proposal here, and Marketing on Fire is going to be adding proposal templates in here, so stay tuned for that. Any kind of files, you want to upload a file that's associated like a PDF or some pictures that have to, or estimates, and anything you want to add, you can do that right here. And then you can add new follow-up here. And last but not least, you may have noticed this blue square down here. This is your sticky note option. This is available on every screen that we've gone through. It's always down here. If you want to add a note, all you have to do is click on it. Click Add Note. Pick a color and hit Save. You'll see up here that your note created successfully. And also, if you want to see your notes, just click on this little up arrow here. You'll see everything that you've written here. And you just drop that down. And that's pretty much it. That is your business management suite with CRM included, with lead tracking management, work project management, invoicing, credit card processing, event scheduling, business expense reports. There's really nothing you can't run your business from here. And we'll see you in the next video. Enjoy.